what's going on. But big announcement right now. We are going to Las Vegas. um August 3rd through August 8th. I'm leaving August 8th in the morning to come right back here to Houston. Let's talk about Las Vegas. Okay. If you are in the life insurance world of insurance, some of y'all got that invitation to let me look it up on my phone. I think it's called Fast Track or something like that. But I know PHP we got invited. Um, we're going. I know this is what grandma and grandpa would have wanted me to do. Um, I'm going. I'm going to Las Vegas. Why? Because I need a break. I need a break from trying to grieve. Um, and I'm also going to Las Vegas so I can be able to learn how to grow my business. And also, like I said, I'm gonna retake my well, I didn't say this. I'm gonna retake my life insurance test so I can be able to be a life insurance agent. Um, yeah, we are going to Las Vegas. Uh, hold up, y'all. Let me straighten out this bed real quick so I don't get told you to straighten out the bed. Yo, hold up. We are going to Las Vegas. Can anyone come? Leave a message with your email address, and I'll get you on the list. The more people that show up to this event, and you let me know, hey, you want to come. Make sure that you pay for your flights, your hotels, extra money that you want to go spending on. Let me know. Let me know. Simple. Drop a comment with your Instagram account, your Instagram tag, and I will give you a follow. I will inbox you. A lot of y'all might say, "Well, Q, you're doing this out of spur of the moment. You don't have any money saved. How are we getting there? Is mama helping? Is daddy helping? No, no, no. Um, I actually did start working Friday, so I'll be having money come in from that. I think I'm paying for one ticket or two tickets, but the hotel that I'm looking at staying at is called Star something. I gotta look on it. You're about to ask, how can you help me? If for the ones who are about to say financial wise, can we help you out? If you want to, um, I mean you can. Um, for my group, I'm talking for the ones who's watching this on social media right now on YouTube. You will be part of my group. My group is I do have a boss that I do answer to. His name is Dustin. Y'all need to let me know. And y'all need to be like, hey, I actually do want to go learn about financial business, more about life insurance. I want to get information on that. Let me know how do I do this? I'm about to tell you how. First thing first, leave a comment. For the ones that are watching, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know that you're interested in going. Okay. Two. Um, a lot of my colleagues, they're leaving on the 7th. I'm not. Um, I'm not. I'm leaving on the 8th in the morning. Around like 11 something. So that means I gotta be up by 6 a.m. Um, this is going to be one of the biggest events that they're having. It's at MGM. I'm not saying that MGM is too expensive. Um, and MGM wants like $100 a night plus an additional like $50 every time that you stay. When I can get a hotel that's like $600 and spend like 50, near like $100 a day, so where it comes up to me in like 800 and some odd dollars. We are going. Will you be there with me? For the ones who are watching this, will you be there with me? I'm gonna tell you something. We're gonna hang out. This is business and pleasure. We are going to hang out right after. We get about an hour lunch break, and the rest is just us taking the knowledge. I'm gonna have um my charger for this because I'm gonna do a lot of recording. I'm gonna have my charger for my phones. I'm gonna get like additional power bank chargers. We gonna be lit, legitimately lit. Um, we might head out to a club or two. If you want to come party with me, we're gonna go. Look here, we're gonna go party for a little bit. Some of us might go party, some of us might not. I know I want to go clubbing while I'm in Vegas because it's my first time in Vegas. Um, for the ones who say, "Hey Q, can we go check out, like a hookah lounge or whatnot?" Yeah, well, yes, we're gonna go check that out. Um, look here, there are certain things that we gonna be doing. Um, because we can do this. And the reason why I said we can do this is because we can. Um, if you're in Houston and you're about to say, "Well, Q, we didn't get invited. Can we come tag along with you?" You know, yeah, y'all can come tag along with me. I just have to let my boss know. And he's gotta let his bosses know. To not like to get into the event, there is I think there's an entry fee. I think I gotta ask Dustin on that one. If there's not, then guests getting free. Because y'all would be considered guests and not agents. You understand? There's a difference between guests and agents. Y'all would be coming along as a guest, which for you would be easier. Um, and the more people that come show up for us, you see the payout is bigger. Um, if you're in Vegas, Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas. um, come hit me up in the comments. Like I want to do so much in Vegas. I already know that I'm gonna have to like make like a second trip out there, to Las Vegas. It would be buku crazy if I literally told my boss, I'm like, "Hey, I'm out here in Vegas," and he's like, "Can you come to the office?" No, I just scheduled another trip to go out there to Vegas. But I want to try to go out there to Vegas as many times as possible. Um, I also do want to go to Florida. So there's history for my family in Florida. Um, and I promised my grandmother that I would make it out there to Florida one of these days. Um, Not so much to look up the history, but just to say, hey, I've been to Florida and chill out there in Florida for a little bit. The good thing about my job is that I can be anywhere in the world and still make money. Um, being doing life insurance, so that's awesome. Um, but right now, I just need to also focus on doing the whole life insurance thing. Getting licensed in that and asking my teams like questions if I don't understand something. And I'm gonna study later on today. I was supposed to study last night, but I got tired. But yeah, yo, we are going to Vegas, Las Vegas. Let me know if you want to go to Las Vegas for this. I need y'all to be able to say, hey, Q or Couture, because Couture is my legal name, y'all. I'm not ashamed of it. Couture is my legal name. Um, Look here. You told me to leave a comment. You told me to leave Instagram tag so that you could be able to reach out to me. Are you going to do that? I am. I'm going to do it. And I wanna say this for everybody that left a comment on my grandmother's passing, and now knowing that my grandparents have passed, that both my grandparents have passed, my grandfather passed away Friday. I do want to say thank you. I appreciate it. For everybody else who is calling my phone, trying to give condolences right now. If the condolence is this is only temporary, I don't want to hear it right now. I don't want to hear it. I'm going to repeat myself. I don't want to hear that it's only temporary because right now I feel like that I'm serving a life sentence. Okay, Mama and Papa's not here, so you can keep that part of it's only temporary to yourself right now. I appreciate the condolences that y'all are trying to leave on the phone and stuff, but the word temporary, please keep that out of your vocabulary because um, you have to understand what the word temporary is. Temporary is for a short period of time, which means short period of time for me means a month to 2 to 3 months. This is not a 2 to 3 month process. This is my lifetime sentence. Okay. Until God brings my grandparents back to me, right along with everybody else's dead loved ones who is either in the tombs or have been cremated. Don't tell me that it's a short period of time. Um, because I can give you an example of a lot of things that's a short period of time. In this grieving process where I'm at, do not interfere with the word short period of time. Because you saying, well, just in a short period of time, do you know that in the same amount of time that you just said that was just a short period of time? And I'm being honest with you. And I'm talking about the ones who are over here blowing up my phone. Just to let y'all know, I got my phone on Do Not Disturb. Um, Only phone calls I'm answering is from the people who understand what I'm going through. Like, actually do understand it, and who's like, if you need me, just call me. Tell me what you need, and I will be there for you. And I appreciate my team for that. I value y'all. I appreciate Larger Curves for that. Um, I appreciate the whole PHP family for that. Um, That's kind of like where I need to be around right now. Um, so yeah. Um, but we're going to Vegas to not make this sad. We're going to go to Vegas. Um, I'm going to make a post on my post here on YouTube. I'm going to make an announcement on Instagram and Facebook that we are going to Vegas. I already know what flight I'm taking. I already know what hotel I'm gonna be at. Um, I'm gonna see how much money it's gonna take Shin to go right ahead and to deliver my clothes, and how much time it's gonna take because I'm gonna need that rushed. Um, I'm getting a second credit card. That's about 200, so that's not bad. I just have to put $100 on it, and then we're rocking and rolling. We're in business. A lot of y'all might be like Q or Couture. Like you're talking about that you're working for your mom, and what about if you're going to be leaving? How does that work? Okay, so you're a healthcare. So if you're a family member, you're taking care of another family member. You're called a healthcare provider or home healthcare. With that being said, how you would do that and go on about that is that you would contact the agency a week ahead of time, let them know, hey, you won't be here from August the 3rd to August the 7th or August the 3rd to August the 8th. Then what they'll do is they'll try to find somebody to come out here to come cover your shift, or they just won't send anybody out here at all. That's how right there is going to work. Um, but the answer will always be yes, as long as you go right ahead and book your tickets and your flight and your hotel. That's just how right there is going to work. Um, I'm still looking at hotels. I already know what flight I'm taking. We doing hobby. Uh, you might be like, are you planning on renting out a car? No, because I don't have my license yet. I was certainly going to look at getting my license um in July, but I'm actually going to hold that off until September because I at least want three more classes that this time I'm going to pay for. Um, yeah, I at least want those three more classes, and then the fourth thing I do will be go and to do the whole driving test for my license. Y'all might be like, Q, don't you have to pay anybody back? I only owe my mom's husband like $200, so I'm gonna pay him back like on the first. Be done with that. But the rest of the money is going towards storage, cell phone, and paying on these tickets. Um, for Las Vegas. I believe one of my friends want us to go with me. I just need to make sure that we're on the same page. If not, then um I will only be buying my ticket, and if they decide to change their minds, then they can buy their ticket. Um, but yeah, it's just gonna be that way. Um, y'all might be like, Q, are you planning on getting a car? I'm getting a Hyundai. I'm gonna put like $500 down on a Hyundai, and then the payments will be like $600. I'm not gonna wait on that because I spend more money Ubering places than I do saving, and it's easier if I put down 500 other than anything else. Y'all give me 1 second. Okay, y'all, I'm here. I am here, y'all. Just can't see me right now because I'm doing something. Um, we are going to Las Vegas. I've known about Las Vegas for roughly a month and roughly a month. Okay. Um, I just didn't. I just didn't think that I would actually be going. So until like I lost my grandparents, so I'm like, you know what? We're actually just gonna go. Like we're gonna take the leap of faith, and we're just gonna go. Um, we are going to take the leap of faith, and we are actually going to go to Las Vegas. Now, have I invited anybody else to Las Vegas? Yes, I have. Um, yeah, I'm over here. Okay, I'm over here just trying to fix up stuff for this bathroom because my mom guess come over. Um, cleaning out the bathroom real quick. So yes, I have. Um, all the way down there, the family, but I've invited larger curves to actually come on this trip. So we'll see what happens there. I want all of my subscribers there. I want y'all to come stand behind me. Don't know. Don't stand behind me. Stand beside me. Stand beside me. As a lot of y'all get information on what this company is about. Understand there's life insurance, the insurance company, and then there's an agent, a person who just goes out there to sell life insurance, but they're trying to do what's best for you. Our job is to do what's best for you. Um, and we get like a small percentage of that. Um, and we can actually make you can actually make pretty good money from it. Just realize the company that you decide to work for. I decided to work for a good company, an excellent company. I just need to go get my insurance license. That's it. I'm an agent. We're also a financial agency as well. We help you build up your 401ks and stuff like that. So yeah, we do that as well. But enough talk about that part. Let's talk about Las Vegas. Let's talk about Las Vegas, baby. Who wants to go to Vegas? Who wants to go to Vegas? Who wants to go to Las Vegas? Who wants to go to Las Vegas? You want to go to Las Vegas? Do you want to go to Las Vegas? Do you want to go to Las Vegas? If and you want to go to Las Vegas, leave a comment down below after this video of this video. Leave a comment down below. The only thing I need is for you to leave a comment. And how can I find you on Instagram, Facebook, or X, or Snapchat? Let me know. I'm going to hit you up. A lot of y'all are going to be like, "But what if I see Couture pop up?" That's my name. That's my name. First name Couture, last name Harris. That's my name. And don't wear it out. Because nobody at PHP knows me as Q. They don't. I learned this from a lady a long time ago, like last year, and I can't remember her name right now. She said, make sure that people know your name, not your nickname, your name. My grandmother was strong about that too. But I used to think that she was joking until, tragedy happened with my ankle. And everybody's like, yeah, her name's Q. Her name, I don't know her full name. I think it's this, and that, and the third. My mom had to go down there to a school to actually fix that because everybody just said, well, she always went by Q when she never really said her name. Yeah, I'm going by my name, and I will help you pronounce it so that you can be able to know my name. This channel's name is going to get changed. I'm going to have to change it to my name. Because we're going higher than what I think that I want to go. Um, well, losing my grandparents, it allows me to go past the sun, the moon, the stars, and the skies. Um, further than where I want to go. So, my grandparents are my motivation. We're going to Vegas, baby. Do you want to go to Vegas? If you want to go to Vegas, I need to see hearts and likes. That's what I need to see, hearts and likes if you want to go to Vegas. August the 3rd through August the 8th, we are going to Vegas. Will you be there? Because after the business part and everybody learning about what you're going to learn about, um, we're going to go out. Now, I might see what some of my teammates might be doing, but if they say, hey, we're just going to kick it back, hang out, do this and that and third, cool. If I feel like that I just want to go out that night, I'm going to go out that night. Best believe I'm going to go out that night. Why? Because I can. Um, Me and my grandmother had this discussion a long time ago. And we had a previous one like weeks before she passed away. I said, Grandma, if you leave me, then you're leaving me unsupervised. And my grandmother said no. And my grandmother, I remember all that week, she said, Katori, you're not a baby anymore. She's like, you're my baby, but you're not a baby anymore. She said, you're a grown woman. You're a grown woman. You make grown decisions, adult decisions. She said, that's what you make. And you've been making those decisions. And it's not for anyone to judge your decisions. The only person who can judge your decisions is God. Now, the family can say how much we don't like your decisions, but look here. Like my grandmother literally was like, "What? Who do you need validation from? Who do you truly need validation from?" True. Who do you need validation from? I don't know. Okay. So we make adult decisions. You're an adult. This word was from my grandmother. My grandmother's own words that she told me weeks before she passed away. My grandmother said, quit looking for validation in people who don't know the business, who are constantly repeating themselves over and over again. And you know those people when you realize that they're truly not happy because they think that you know it all and you don't. Let me tell you this. I don't know this insurance business. I'm new at this. Literally, I thank my colleagues. I thank I thank my PHP family because they're teaching me it. I just have to do a studying part and get my insurance license. It's sad that I'm not teachable. I'm teachable. And I don't come off like I know it all because I don't. So the person that I have to live for now, person that I have to live for now is for myself. The validation and the only validation that I care about is the validation that I give myself and making sure me and my team are winning. You understand? I don't care about anybody else's validation except my own, my team's, and then God's validation. That's it. Everybody who is behind me, beside me, rooting me on, I care about their validation because they're not bringing up past stuff. They're not living in the past. Everything is present. What did you do today? Did you study today? No. Well, why did you not study? Well, you should have studied. Okay, let's study. How about that? Let's study for a good hour, 2 hours. Come on. I can only be in mourning for so long. No wonder why Queen Elizabeth has it to where her family could only mourn her for 3 days or 4 days or whatever. My grandmother is kind of like Queen Elizabeth, and my grandparents are like Queen Elizabeth and then Prince Philip. They want you to do the funeral. Don't take too much time trying to mourn. You're going to miss us. You're going to see us. Yes, it's going to feel like a life sentence, but life still does move on. I'm going to have to persevere through this because I lost two of my hearts in the same week. And it sucks, but you know what? I got to do what's best for me. What I would know because me and my grandmother spoke about this, which is best for me to do. When I start making the money, y'all aren't going to know because I'm not flashing money. I'm so discreet about that. Like, I ain't flashing money word. Shit. If I ask, well, you got yourself a Hyundai. Why'd you not get yourself a Lincoln or a Mercedes? I'm gonna tell you something. If I was ever to get like my expensive car, if I was ever to get it, it'd be a Cadillac. I'm not talking about like these new school Cadillacs. I'm talking about old school Cadillacs. I'll tell you where I would import it from. I'll import it from Detroit, Michigan, because Cadillac City is inside. Because Cadillac City is still Detroit, Michigan. Cadillac City is still Detroit, Michigan. I get myself a Cadillac. But if I wanted a muscle car, Mustang selling, Mustang selling, Mustang selling. I give me a Mustang because you see at that time, talking about I would be able to at that time afford it, like pay cash for it, not have a payment plan, pay cash for it. So yeah, I would most definitely get myself those two vehicles. But back to Vegas. What are we gonna do if you're coming with me to Vegas? If you're gonna say yes, Q, yes, Couture, yes, babe, or whatever nickname you want to call me, that's appropriate nicknames only. Okay. Um, I'm going with you to Vegas. What do y'all want to do? If you're about to say Q, I want to come to Vegas with you, but I want to stay at the same hotel that you staying at. Can we do that? Yeah. I would just come up here and just let y'all know like what hotel I'm staying at. A lot of y'all probably want to say, Couture, your face looks smaller. I don't know. I need to brush my. I need to get me some of this wax because my hair is all over the place. Um, it's the only thing I use, y'all. I need to get me a edge wax sticker. Um, And are we getting our hair done? We are. Yeah, I'm gonna be rocking a ponytail. I ain't gonna lie. I might just rock a ponytail. Um, but what are we going to do? Um, what do y'all want to do? Y'all just want to chill, go get some drinks. Y'all might be like, Q, I thought that you not drinking no more. Y'all, I gotta live a little. I'm gonna tell you something. I learned something, and big shout out to Mr. Abbey on this one, cause he had me thinking. Um, he's like, it's not that you can't drink. It's just you control how much you decide to consume. Cause y'all, I've been sober for a year. Sobriety for a year, and I did it because I felt like I was using alcohol as an inebriator. I did it because I was somewhere bad in my life, and when I did that, it actually did exactly what I needed it to do. It helped me, so I can later on have a better relationship with alcohol. You understand? And now where I'm at in my life is that I can drink alcohol for all the right reasons. Um, I can drink alcohol for all of the right reasons. Uh, I can drink alcohol for all of the right reasons and not for any of the wrong reasons. Okay. Um, cause I'm around people who we drink for. Cause I'm around like on my team, like not everybody drinks. For ones who do drink, like it's all for all the right reasons. Um, celebration, all the other good stuff. So like, and plus, I'm in a better headspace. As I put my post, I would like to imagine that my grandparents are somewhere dancing together. Um, in my mind, above the stars and watching over me, reminding me every now and then, you got this. Remember what I said. You don't need validation from anybody except the people who are actually in your corner who actually do know what they're talking about and what they're doing to help you become successful. You just got to go out there and go do your part. Um, That's the reason why you're about to take a tour. Why you're not crying right now, sweetheart? You just lost your grandpa. Because I'm gonna be doing possibly a whole lot of crying during the funeral. Now, what I might do is, if I decide not to get a ponytail for my hair, I might just go get a sew-in and let the hair there just be it. Have my first sew-in, get my hair done, look cute, shop off a Shin, and have everything that I need. Y'all wanna know what's crazy? I'm looking at myself right now. Look like a younger version of me. Like we're talking about Vegas, but I look like a way younger version than myself. Let me see if I can find this picture. Like I don't even look like I'm about to turn 32. Mm, look like a younger version of myself before I started gaining the weight. Okay. All right, y'all. So I look like a younger version of myself. I'm about to flip the camera around. I'm about to show you. That was a year after the accident. I was 18. Hold up. Look like that. I look like that. I'm in my earlier 20s. Let me try to pull up a picture. Okay. That right there when I was trying to learn how to do lip liner. I look like ah, I look like this person that I recognize. Um, it was like back in 2015. But I'm sitting here, I'm realizing I look like somebody that I used to know. um, like I look like that somebody. I look like somebody that I used to know. Um, like way back when. That's what I look like. I look like somebody. I look like somebody who I used to know. But we're going to Vegas. We are going to Vegas. But yeah, I'm no longer seeking validation from negative people who want to ask questions that I don't have answers to, nor am I seeking answers to them because I'm on this ride for a reason, not a season, but for a reason. And we're going to Vegas, baby. So settle up, y'all. We are going to Vegas. I just want to know, are you coming with me to Vegas? Are you coming with me to Vegas? Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Yeah, I want to go step on the scale, but I'm scared. all right. But I'll tell you why I'm scared real quick. I'm scared because it's that time of the month, and I don't know where my weight's at because I kind of haven't been eating like well. But that part don't matter. Y'all, we're going to Vegas. Fuck what I just got finished saying. We're going to Vegas, y'all. All right. Do you want to go to Vegas? The two people who are watching, do y'all want to go to Vegas? Do you want to go to Vegas? You do? You want to go to Vegas? Great. So up. Because we're going to Vegas August 3rd through the 8th. I'm leaving out of Vegas come August 8th. Come join me, come and play. We're gonna do work stuff, but also hang out too. Do you just want to go? Do you wanna go to Vegas? Do you wanna go to Vegas? Do you wanna come and learn how to build your money and grow and stuff like that? Just leave a comment below and it'll be just great. I promise you won't regret it. Do you wanna go to Vegas? Do you wanna go to Vegas? I'll be there in Vegas. Okay, cool. I'll see you there in Vegas. In Viva Las Vegas. I'll see you there in Vegas. Vegas. I'll see you there in Vegas. Y'all, give me 1 second. I'm about to go step on the scale real quick. Cause I just want to. Oh. 203 pounds, point five. And I was scared to step on the scale. Um, like I said, I was kind of scared to step on the scale because I was on. It's that time of the month, so. And also your girl's like barely even eating anything. The only thing that I've been putting nutrients through is me eating yogurt. I'm gonna be fine, and also cause for the ones who know who was on the last life, um I do I do I do every now and then hit my nicotine, and it's good. Before y'all go, you have all these other issues. No, nicotine is good for your neurological health, and it's also good for my lungs. Um, cause I'm not dealing with taking long term medicine for my lungs. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I actually got rid of all of my nebulizer medication, all of my asthma medicine. I got rid of all that. Because if anything, it was making what I deal with on a daily basis worse. Um, I do have two lung doctors. I have one in Baytown, one here in Houston that I'm actually going to see. Um, I'm going with the one that's in Baytown, so where we already discussed that me smoking nicotine is better other than us doing a long term medicine, which the long term medicine would actually trigger my seizures other than um anything else. And right now, the only thing that my medicine for my asthma, for my acute asthma, is doing, um, I mean, it's there, but it's not taking away the pain. And when I have my Starbuzz, which everybody before, if family's watching this, everybody at my job knows that I smoke, like, and they know it's nicotine. That I mean, who doesn't nowadays? Who doesn't smoke? Just doing it for all the right reasons. It helps my left lung do what it needs to do, and that's decreasing the pain that it's having, like as we speak. Like technically, the one that I do have, like it has ran out, so I need to order some ASAP. I might order it later, later, like when I get my first paycheck from this job. But that's something I'm just gonna have to be on all the way until I decide that I don't want to smoke anymore. Um, yeah, I'm gonna tell you something why I love the job that I do. One, it's because it helps out other people. Two, it's because it's very like learning and being educated never stops at that company. I'm gonna tell you something. Let me repeat myself. Learning and being educated and being taught how to do things never stops at that company. When I was a security guard, you are exactly what you are. You're a security guard. You are programmed to do this one thing and then maybe go do another site and then write paperwork and then everything's just about it. The other site that I was at that I love so much, which is Kinder Morgan Deepwater, um, I would go back if they literally called me up today and said, "Hey, Couture, we need you to actually, this is what you have to do X, Y, and Z, um, and everything else would be cool." Yeah, I would most definitely hop back up and do that. Like, RB. Now, have I gotten a notification saying that they're looking for a security guard? Yeah, but I wasn't chosen to actually do that, so I'm fine with that. I'm content. Um, I will always love my KM family, like for real. But I also do love my PHP family. During this hard time, like all of them have been there. Like, hey, do you need anything? Let me know if you need help studying. Um, Message me if you don't understand something. Okay. Today I'm actually going to go right back to studying. I'm gonna study for 2 hours. I'm gonna study for a total like of 4 hours. 2 hours at one point in time, and then another 2 hours at another standpoint. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Um, so yeah, we're gonna look at doing that. Today and tomorrow. I think I have something with Dustin, with my boss Dustin tomorrow on Zoom. I gotta look at my phone. Plus I need to get through one thing that I was supposed to do before the loss of grandpa. But anyway, as I was saying, um, I love my job. Um, Now a job I'm doing, which is picking up where grandma left off as being a home healthcare provider. That job is just it's an easy job to do because I really don't go anywhere. Like I'm right here with my mom. Now, will I pick up more clients in that division? Eventually, yeah. Even though technically working for my mom is me working 36 hours Monday through Friday. So you do the math. Actually, we can do the math together. That's 36 hours times 7. Let me see how I break this down. Um, how we doing that? What's this? 36 hours times 7 days a week plus y'all, what's that? $12.24. How much is my bi-weekly salary? How much? Weekly take home. Take home salary. Okay, so my estimate like bi-weekly take home salary is $749.09 because gross bi-weekly working 36 hours for 2 weeks pay period equals to 72 hours. Rate at $12.24, your total gross earning is $881. Withholdings from FC deductions and all this other stuff equals out to $132.94. Um, so it's not bad. It's not bad. Um, so once again, so we're taking that 749 every 2 weeks. That's roughly 1,490 dollars every 2 weeks, and that's only if I don't spend this. But we're gonna have to do a little bit of spending. Like I said, I gotta make sure my bills get taken care of. Before anything goes, let me grab a highlighter real quick. Yo, this is not my highlighter. I'll be using my own highlighter. Um, okay. So my first paycheck is going to be on July 15th. My second is going to be on July 31st. And the third one will hit August 15th. And then I'll be missing one check, one check because um I won't be working. So yeah, which is fine because a lot of my bills aren't due until like somewhere in between. Um, so started working here, which is one. This is two. This is three. I'll be receiving three checks because the first through the 15th, I won't be back until the 8th. So when I get back is when I will, like that Sunday, I'll be receiving like a smaller check. It won't be like a big check, but it'll be like a smaller check. Um, 'Cause somebody else will be here working. And then after that, August the 16th through the 31st, I won't receive that next check until like August 5th. I mean, my bad, September 15th. So yeah. Um, there are things that I've already do like that I went and I purchased. Um, I just have to remember that credit card has to get paid. Um, which I'm just gonna leave the money that's on my credit card right now. That's like 30 some odd dollars. I'm just gonna leave that there for July. Pick up the payment on that, and in August, cause that's when I have to get paid. $35 there. Just pay it on down. I'm gonna have my second credit card beforehand. Make sure I put like $100 on that. To an easy $200 right there. Just pay off my other credit card and wait. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play it by ear. So um, we're going to Vegas, y'all. That's all that matters. What I'm calculating right now does not matter. Um, um, okay, I don't know why she gave me two of them. Oh, is this the 16th? I'm gonna just put a star there. So I'm just putting stars, y'all, like where I know that I'm gonna be getting paid. Cause yeah, I'll still be getting that paycheck from working July 7th on the 16th through the 31st. That check I will. That check's gonna be full. Um, it's just I'm partially losing money in August. Partially. But as long as I know my pay periods, then we good to go. This one right here, I want to mess it up by using an icky marker. So I'm not even worried about that. Um, but yeah, I'm working 36 hours. Is that a 10? hour. Am I losing money somewhere? I am. Because before I was working 80 hours. That came up to like 100 some odd hours a week. Like I was working 40 hours. So I'm losing like 38, 39, 40. I'm losing a good 3 hours. But that's fine because income's coming in. And then when I start making income from PHP, then we're gonna start talking on that. Um, in my calendar before anybody on here from, I already know who I have to pay back on the first, and that's like $200. That's nothing. To losing $200, you have to understand that helped me get to where I had to go for this test, and then the rest was just history. I'm not gonna start asking questions about who's going into around July because I'm gonna come right back. I'm about to ask who's going to Vegas. Who is going to Vegas? Um, for some of y'all who's about to ask me like, hey, have you yet picked out the hotel that you want to go stay at? Um, I'm still looking at hotels. My thing is that I'm gonna book. Hold on, y'all. Um, I'm going to book my flights first, and then I'm going to go right ahead and book the hotel. Like that's just the plan. Yo, we're about to check this blood sugar just really quick. Um, and before anyone of y'all start asking, are you planning on getting treatment? Q, because still say that you need your treatment. I'm planning on scheduling treatment. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why it took it so long. Um, we're just gonna go right ahead, and I'm just gonna say, hey, I need to go get blood work done. I can go get blood work done anytime. Um, and go right ahead and get it done in the month of July. We are at 74. Yo, the only thing I've been doing is every now and then, like I might have a soda, but like I said, I haven't really been eating since I lost my grandparents. Um, I might eat when I'm in Vegas, but I lost all appetite. Like just because I have to eat, I will allow myself to have a yogurt or a go-gurt, but the rest we drinking water and we living life and we're prospering. That's what we're doing. Um, because the body can't live without water and it can't live without eating. So the best thing for me to do is go-gurt. Um, that's how I'm surviving right now. Um, and thriving, but I'll be fine. I'm looking at okay, spend this money on tickets and then hotel. Um, I'm not trying to spend over $1,000 like for 6 nights at the MGM. I would love to, but I'm not going to. Looking at the Pink Flamingo, I'm looking at another hotel that's called like the Stars. I feel like that if I stay at a hotel called the Stars, like that would bring me closer to grandma because grandma loves Star Trek, Star Wars. That right there was her thing, you know. And then me being there, and then there's a bar there. There's gambling. That right there just brings me like closer to grandpa. I mean, my grandpa never really gambled, but he liked to have a drink every now and then. And he loved this chewing tobacco. But I don't do chewing tobacco. Um, I'll smoke nicotine, but I do not do chewing tobacco. Um, but that just my grandpa's country part of him when it got down to chewing tobacco. Um, the objective is I'm not going to spend the full $794. Um, because I'm gonna need at least half of that to carry over. Um, to hotels and stuff. So we have like a little extra. Um, I'm gonna do $100 on the Cash App, or I'm going to attempt to do $100 on the Cash App. On my Cash App, I think I only owe like 25, but they're just like between PayPal and the Cash App. That's where I'm gonna have stuff being pulled from um as far as payments to like Paramount, Hulu, uh what else? HBO Max, stuff like that. That's where those payments are going to come out. Therefore, that the money that I do need to use for paying for everything else, is right then and there. Um, but yeah, I'm just looking at when I'll be getting paid. So my first paycheck. So it says the last day. Let's see the dates of service, last day to turn in timesheet, um, and then payday. So this where it basically says, please pay attention. This timesheet payroll schedule listed above is your timesheet, not your receipt. By the day inducted, in the middle in the column, you will have to wait until the next payday to be paid for those dates of service listed in the first column. This is mandatory. Please make sure you follow the schedule if you want to be paid on time. There are no exceptions to the rules. Pictures of timesheets can be faxed, emailed, but must be mailed in by service, mail, fax, and email. Personal. Okay, so it's the same as whole professional caregivers pay schedule, provide timesheet schedule. Okay. Basically, that's just telling me when I should be expecting my paycheck is on the 15th and the 31st. They always do it in the middle of the week. Other than like in security, what they did with us was they did it every Friday. Every 2 weeks no, every 2 weeks on a Monday. But they're saying on the 15th, which my bank might receive that like on the 14th, and my money will be like right there. Um, we'll see. Um, but yeah, we're going to Vegas, and I want you to come to Vegas with. Um, for the ones who want to talk to me about anything um concerning Vegas, why are we going to Vegas? Are we going to have fun? Are you going to be fun when we meet? Yeah, we're going to be strictly fun. I said mixed business with pleasure because like right after we're done, we gotta go eat. We're gonna have like an hour lunch break from what Dustin told me, and then after that, it's like nothing. It's not like nothing. It's like we're all going to be sitting in a seminar. So let me not say so. It's all like nothing. We're all going to be sitting in a seminar. We're all going to be having fun. Me personally, this is just me. Would I rather have my nicotine over eating? For me, always. Because one, what nicotine does for me, it helps my anxiety. Two, I don't need my lungs to be hurting. Three, um, what I smoke, everybody knows I smoke it. Um, and it doesn't have THC in it. It has, if it does, it has a small dose of it, but it's nothing that's going to like mentally paralyze you or make it to where you can't drive or anything. Um, what I smoke is my calm, it's my peace. Um, I don't need anybody being like, have her take down this video. It's distressing. No, I'm saying this because everybody who I work with, they know that that I smoke it, and a lot of them smoke the same thing. It's just nicotine. Do I care about getting lung cancer? I don't. Um, do I care about dying at the age of 30? I don't. My job, and I was put on earth here, was to help other people to be able to get to where they need to be. My job is to eventually become a parent, to get married, become a parent, have a loving family, and we just live our lives. And after that, I can pay a doctor, I can pay a facility for treatment. It's just I'm not trying to go long term on some medicine that I have to be on for the rest of my life. I'm already serving a life sentence on one medicine that I actually do need. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm serving two life sentences on two medicines that I actually do need. One, I only take it when I need it. The other one, I have to take it daily. Two in the morning, two at night. That's my seizure medicine. That's a life sentence right there. I'm not going to do the same thing when it gets down to my lungs because my rib cage wound up puncturing my liver, and somewhere in that I wound up having contusions to my lungs. I'm not doing that. Um, I'm not. I just don't smoke inside of my parents' house. I don't smoke inside their premises. I've been cleared. I'm gonna repeat this. I've been cleared to smoke as long as I'm not smoking weed, because we realize that weed makes the right side of the lung to relax, to calm. It does not have a diverse or makes me do things that I don't want to do or that I would normally not do. No. I'm gonna tell you something what weed does. Weed does the same thing that alcohol does when I'm drinking too much. It just cools me down and mellows me out. And I'm like the most way zoned out, cooled out person. And I don't do anything. Um, I don't get the munchies, I don't get any of that. Nicotine is the same thing that people smoking their cigarettes. But except I don't like smoking cigarettes. I'd rather do a hookah. Because hookahs are way more healthier than smoking a cigarette. You know, huh? And when me and my friend he took me to a lung doctor like 2, 3 weeks ago. Because my lungs were hurting like real bad. And I didn't want to go to the hospital because I know at the hospital, the only thing they're going to do is give me a. Here's the thing, okay? There is a difference between Houston Methodist and Baytown Methodist. There's a huge difference. If you're in pain, Baytown Methodist, they don't even play with that. They'll give you some pain medicine. They'll give you whatever you need so that you're not in pain. Before I can ever get any pain medicine down here in Houston Methodist, I'm about to let y'all know something about yourselves. Y'all are literally like, we'll give you a Tylenol. We can't give you this and that. Sometimes it's better to give a person morphine if they can take morphine than not give them morphine at all. Because sometimes my lungs gets to where it hurts too bad, too much, because them expanding hurts. It's like you trying to blow a balloon and the air is only going. It's not because you're not trying to breathe. And right now, for like the past 15 years since I've had the accent, I thought you were about to say you talk about an accent. What happened? Oh, yeah, yeah. Let me show y'all something. I had a staph infection when I got hit by two cars when I was 17. I'll explain to y'all that story later. Okay. They had to go up my leg just to get to my liver because they're like, we don't want her to have too many cut marks. Thank you. Thank you, Memorial Hermann Hospital downtown, Houston downtown. Um, the hospital I was born at. um, I've been low winded, but I don't complain about it. Um, I know why my lungs are hurting. Um, Normally some people's lungs recover. Some people they don't recover. Mine's hasn't yet recovered. At least my left side, at least my bad, at least my right side hasn't. My left side has recovered, but my right lung is always gonna be in pain. That's why I do work out, y'all. I work out while shoot, I be picking up weights and all that. Cause the more I work out, the better I feel. The more that I smoke nicotine, the better it makes it feel. Therefore, until I get prego, I'm smoking my hookah. I need to get me some more because even my lung doctor there in Baytown, who is well known, said what the smoke is doing is allowing basically into your lungs for it to fill up. Okay. What it's also doing is allowing it to relax. Here's the thing, I can't always be taking like hot showers like all the time. Like when I was back in my apartment and trying to breathe that in because even a lot of steam isn't good for your lungs. Um, I'm not taking any more Tylenol or any more Advil or ibuprofen because it hurts. I know what I'm doing. So, with that being said, I'll be taking at least one or two with me to Vegas, or maybe all. As long as I can get in a smoke break, we good to go. Um, do I like that it curbs my appetite? Yeah, If anything, I think that's helping the Manjaro out even more because like okay, I'm about to just show y'all my stomach, okay? Just my stomach. Okay. This is my stomach. Okay, stress marbles because, fat. Okay. Before I used to lay down and mom used to blow my stomach up like this. Some used to be like this, okay? Like this. Yeah, my stomach's sinking down like that. You tell me, am I hurting myself? Am I improving myself? From the way how I feel right now, and when I'm not smoking to when I'm smoking, when I'm not smoking, my lungs feel better. When I smoke, it feels even more better because the pain's not there. I toss and turn at nighttime because I'm in pain. Yeah. Compared to when I'm having a good night is when I'm not. It's when I'm waking up in the morning and I'm not in pain. Yeah, I might be like, why don't you just go and just be on the long term medicine? Because the long term medicine can trigger my seizure medicine. I'm not having one medicine cancel out another medicine. I've already had a bad experience with one antibiotic. What happened was it canceled out my cancel. It tried. Let me rephrase this. It tried to cancel out my seizure medicine. So other than my seizure medicine canceling out and then me having an epileptic seizure, what I did was I just started to vomit, and then I had to go right back down there to Baytown Hospital. Baytown Hospital says the doctor put you on the wrong antibiotic, and we're about to give you a shot, and you're about to go to sleep for a couple hours, and we're going to just treat you for this. Like that's how it went. Okay. Um, a lot of y'all going back to you while you're there. Don't forget to like eat. You got to keep up energy. Yo, this is gonna be for 5 days. 5, 5 days. 5 days of funness. 5 days of interacting with other people. 5 days of just talking. Um, I'm still gonna go out later on. If it's not raining today, I'm just gonna go prospect. Uh, I can go walk and go do that. Uh, I can go do that. That's not a problem. Um, but yeah, cause I don't want nobody talking about you need to take down a video. I'm about to be 32 years old. I'm not taking down nothing. This is my channel. Let me rephrase it. This is me and my people's channel. And some of my people need to understand that I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling y'all about my experience. Um, on why I'm not doing albuterol. Also, let me tell you, this, albuterol, if you're type 2 diabetic, albuterol has sugar in it and it will increase your blood sugar level. That's another reason why I stopped taking albuterol, which was my asthma medicine. Doing better, but we going to Vegas. So let's talk about Vegas. What do y'all want to do in Vegas? If y'all come with me to Vegas, what do y'all want to do? Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Um, cause I know what I want to do. I want to go see y'all know the whole wax museum. I want to go there. I want to go check that out. I want to go check out the whole wax museum. I want to go clubbing. Yeah, I haven't been clubbing, and last time I went clubbing, I was 24. I want to go clubbing. I really want to go clubbing. I want to go. I want a night out, go clubbing, go drinking. That's what I want to go do. I want to. If not, then I just want to hit. In the hotel that I'm in, I just want to go down there, be as classy as can be. I'm gonna go down there to the bar, order me a drink or two, and just chill. But I think before I go to Vegas, I think I already know what I want to do. Um, Talking to TikTok real quick. TikTok to get TikTok. I'm gonna hit up one of these guys on TikTok who they do tattoos. Um, cause I feel like that I need my grandparents like with me. Thing what I'm gonna do is think I'm gonna get my grandparents' name like tatted on me, either before Vegas or after Vegas. I'm gonna look at getting a tattoo. I'm gonna have their date of birth and the year they passed. Um, I said this feels like a life sentence, but it's not gonna be a life sentence because we're still going to Vegas and we're still gonna make them proud. That's why I asked, who wants to go to Vegas? In Vegas, y'all gotta get ready because you know what they say about us Texans. You know everything's always bigger in Texas. Um, so if everything's bigger in Texas, what's bigger in Las Vegas? What is bigger in Las Vegas? Once again, I said, what is bigger in Las Vegas? Can Las Vegas hold a Texan? Can y'all wrangle me in? Like, I think y'all PD is called LPD, Las Vegas PD, LPD, right? Okay, cause I'm about to find I'm about to go find me a Houston officer because I'm about to I'm going to Vegas. So what advice do they have for LPD? LPD. What advice do they got for y'all? What advice they got for the LPD down there trying to roll in a Houstonian? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how awesome Houston, Texas is. So Houston has the HPD. Okay, Baytown got the BPD, which stands for Baytown Police. Pasadena, Texas has the P. What was it? The PDP, which is Pasadena Police Department. We got so many different acronyms, and I think Katie's PD Police Department is KDP. So we got so many different police departments down here in Houston, Texas. That's the reason why they say that everything's bigger in Texas. And Dallas Police Department, of course, that's DDP. Uh, in Austin, y'all police department is ADP, and in San Antonio, of course, we got the SDP. We got so many different police departments until it's crazy. Just here in the state of Texas, I can go on and on and on. Galveston Police Department, that's the GDP, and then if we're talking about uh uh uh, Kima, Texas, y'all got the KDP. Y'all still got the same acronym, or did y'all change it to the KMDP? For Kima, Texas. We got so many different acronyms. So Las Vegas, once again, What is y'all PD? Y'all just got the LPD? Because I know there are different places there in Las Vegas. I know that there's Las Vegas, Nevada. I know y'all police department. A lot of people told me, don't be messing with our police department because they be the most sweetest people. I want to know then who's sweeter because I think that the HPD, the BDPD, which is Baytown Police Department, is like the best police department ever. All hands down, Houston, Texas Police Department for me is like the best police department. There are certain places in here in the state of Texas that you just don't want to get caught up in. You don't want to get a ticket if you out there in Katy. You don't want to catch a ticket out there. Harris County Police Department, which has the same acronym as the HPD. You don't want to get caught up out there. I love y'all to death. Harris County, I love y'all to death. Y'all don't want to get caught up out there. Y'all just don't. And to be honest with you, wait, let me think for a minute. Um, 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 um. There are just certain places here in the state of Texas you don't want to be caught up in the police department. It's not because they're mean. It's not because they're bad. It's because the consequence of your actions actually do get handled a little bit more rougher and tougher than others. Um, some counties they just throw you the good book and then make an example up out of you. Sometimes at HPD, which is Houston's police department, does the same thing. But they become, from my understanding, I've never been arrested before. My understanding, they've been a little bit more lenient, uh, because of scenarios and situations. Springs Police Department, from my understanding, they're all cool out there too. Um, but yeah, I just want to know, Las Vegas, how's y'all police department out there? Y'all good? Y'all great? Great. Um, but y'all might be asking Q, why are you dropping weight so fast right now? I need to drop weight so I can be able to actually um go handle some stuff that requires me to drop weight fast, y'all. Like, um, that's another reason why me smoking a hookah or my nicotine or just smoking nicotine just in general is a valid thing for my lungs so that we can be able to pass a lot of these tests. And then when I really don't need the nicotine because I'm not addicted to it or anything, because I don't always use it, my lungs are also expanding more. So it's helping. Um, but anyway, it's gonna be hot in August. We all know what happens in August, right? Mind y'all, August 18th is my birthday. August 18th is my birthday, and I think it's also Miss Terry's birthday too. Um, what are we doing for her birthday? I do not know. I think I might just hit up one of Houston's clubs and be done with it. Uh, I might go cuddle up with somebody. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my birthday. I'll figure it out. Um, but all I know is that what we doing in August is we partnering it up like it ain't nobody else's business. But I'm also working. But you can come. You can come get informed about information that some of y'all don't know nothing about. But guess what? We can also go party like it's 1999. We can also go party like it's 1999. Uh, cause I'm gonna order all my clothes off of Shein. Hopefully that comes before August. Because all this is work stuff. Because I'm not. I repeat, it's the summertime and I don't feel like dressing in a complete suit. I'd rather hop up in a jumpsuit and be done with it. Um, because I want to party. I want to party. I want to do business and pleasure. Um, business and pleasure. That's it. Have some fun, live up my life, and make money and start making money. Um, before anybody says, "Well, Q, how much did you invest into the company?" Right now, I've only invested when I first started. It was for the software. It was only basically $200. We're going to be like accurate, but you also have to pay for a class. So that's $20. Which comes to being like $21. Um, I'm gonna tell you something. God blessed me with that, cause I ain't asked to borrow no money. I just had it right then and there. Um, had it off my Cash App. Had it from um my credit card. So I've been truly like blessed. I've been blessed to be on the team that I'm on. I just have to study and get this licensing for my insurance, and we're good to go. Um, I'm gonna say this too shall pass. Like what I'm going through right now with the loss of both my grandparents, this will pass. I promise y'all. I will wake up one day and I will be like, I'm gonna call grandma, but you know what? I know I can't. But you know what, grandma? I'm gonna get up to go to work for you. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go to work for you, grandpa. You know what? I want to call you, but you know what? I know that you're not gonna pick up the phone. Because my mom just turned off both the lines. But you know what? Um, I'm gonna go to work for you. Yeah, we're gonna get up. We're gonna go take the bus somewhere and go, prospect people, um, or whatnot. We're gonna go do that. That's what we're gonna go do. Um, my world will always revolve around them, so I can continue on to keep living my life the best that I can do. And there are gonna be decisions that I make. At times, at times I might be like, what, this would be a decision that Grandpa would have made without Grandma's, without even asking Grandma. And you know what? It's because I really don't have anyone to answer to. When you don't have people to answer to, when your grandparents aren't there, you don't have to answer to them for your mistakes because you have no one to answer to. Only one who I have to answer to is to my team. And my team, we are a family. Like, so I'm good. Um, I've got to answer to, but I'm not going to answer to anybody else because the answer that you're going to get from me is going to sound dumbfounded, and it's because I can dumbfound things. And when y'all probably going to be like, "Q, what are you talking about dumbfound things?" So if someone were to ask me a question, how do you make money off of prospecting? I don't know. I just do. That's dumbfounding. That means that what you just asked me is not important. It's irrelevant. Because if I'm not thinking about it, why are you asking me about it? Compared to if someone, like if one of y'all were to ask me, hey, Q, how do you make money off of prospecting? Then I can tell you, like, this is the steps what I do to make money off of prospecting. I receive a percentage of that once, you know, um, they decide to sign up, I receive like a percentage from that. That's how I make money off of prospecting. But if you're just saying, what are you gonna do X, Y, and Z, anybody got time for that. Understand this: when grandma and grandpa pass away, and for the ones who are like me, like that right there was your world, and now your world is shattered. Think about what they want you to do, and then other people's reaction to that is going to come off being way different because they also don't have anyone else to answer to. They only got their spouse, which is like your mom and your dad, or your mom and your stepdad. I know, I like to use the word stepdad. And then that's it. But they think that you should answer to them. I don't answer to nobody. I don't have a head of my house because I'm not married. When I say I don't have a head of my house, that's not me disrespecting anybody. Um, because I live with my parents, the head of my house will be my mom, my dad, of course. But even with that, I still have no one to answer to because the Bible states for you to have a head of the house, you have to be married. So the head of my house would be God, and He's the only one who I answer to. You understand? So when I say I have no one to answer to, I really don't, but God. Like, um, my grandparents were always the head of our family, which the head of the family was always the head of the household. Um, Therefore, they're not here, so I don't have anyone really to answer to. My job is to make them proud. My job is to make myself proud. Don't overthink, just do. And that's what I'm planning on doing between today and tomorrow is just do. Do as I'm supposed to do and do what my grandmother told me to do a couple of days prior to her surgery. Study, get back to studying, pass that test, and you're going to be great. That's what my grandmother told me. She also said, I don't give 2 cents of what other people say because other people don't know you. Other people don't know your worth. I don't care what other people say. Do you understand me, Couture? Yes, ma'am. And remember that you're mine. And I don't care what your mama say that you hers. That would be my grandma. She always said, "Look here, I don't care what your mama say, you mine." True, grandma. Well, I'm gonna make you proud, lady. But there won't be times where I made decisions like grandpa. My grandpa, I remember one day he went and he bought a Cadillac, and it was a 1999 Cadillac, and he sold it. He did. He sold it. So him and grandma can be able to get some glasses after a while. After the money that he put into it to spend to get it fixed, he sold it. Um, we want to ride in it for a little bit, but after a while, he sold it. Um, and my grandmother was mad with him because my grandfather realized he still has a wife that he still has to answer to. So when I say I have no one to answer to, I literally have no one to answer to. Like my heart and my soul and my reasons are gone, but they're still with me. That's why if I went to go get a tattoo like today or like right after and I have their names tatted on me, can't nobody really say nothing. I mean, everybody gonna say something. Like, why did you go do that? It's only temporary. You should have never marked up your skin. Look here. I need it to be to where when I look on me, that's who's there. When I look at myself, that's who's there. But there's also another tree that I want to get. There's I think it's called the tree of life. The tree of life. I'm gonna look into like what does that mean. But it's almost like well, when I was a kid we called it the tree of life because the actor gave you like your grades and like where you come from. If I were to do that, then I would like have my grandparents, my great grandparents, my grandparents, and all their names like on it. You understand? Um, but I'm looking at like a couple of different tattoos that I want to put on my left arm. I mean, I can put it on my right arm, just not like right here where the burns at, cause that leads all the way to like right here. Let me just flip this around. That mark leads from right here all the way to right there, which I don't have a problem with. But I do eventually want to get a tattoo. Um, but I'm just not gonna get tatted up like that. Um, but yeah, that's what I want. So I'm thinking about where I want to put that placement. Do I want to have it on my arms or do I just want to have it on my thigh? Um, to where it's not visible. Cause a lot of might be like, "Sorry, you're not allowed to have tattoos at work." Oh, we're allowed to have them. We're allowed to have them. We're allowed to have tattoos. Um, they just have to be appropriate. That's it. So I'm gonna hit up one of the ones down here in Texas. Um, so I can really like figure out. We can figure this part out, like how we gonna do this and everything else. But enough of that, y'all. I'm going into an hour, and I think y'all heard me like repeat myself. But who's going to Vegas? I'm gonna make another video for. I'm actually like do a video, like actually record one, and actually do one to like go in depth. But yeah, I'm gonna talk with y'all later. I might just go grab a go and chill out for a while. So yeah, but yeah, yeah. Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. And also, before I end this, I just want to say, Grandma and Grandpa, like I love y'all. Thank you for everything that you have done. I'm going to make you proud. Like, yeah, and I'm gonna watch after your grandchildren and your great grandchildren. Like, mom, make sure they're good too. Uh, because at the end of the day, like you said, we got just the grandkids. Check on my sister. I'm gonna call her today and just check on her, cause she a soldier. Like she was there when everything went down with grandma and grandpa. Like I appreciate her for that. And I appreciate my uncle Frank. But yeah, we good. But yeah, it's going on one, and I need to look at my emails and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get back to y'all later. Bye.